Well, first of all, I don't feel like Superman. I feel more like Jimmy Olsen now, um, and on days of muddle like Mr. Magoo. Um, but it's Alzheimer's progresses slowly, as we've talked about before. It's like a death in slow motion. My mother and maternal grandfather died of Alzheimer's. My paternal uncle months ago, and before my father died, he was diagnosed with dementia, and I started the symptoms several years ago. Incredible memory loss, not recognizing familiar people, not recognizing familiar places, seeing things that weren't there, and today it's progressed to the point that 60% of my short-term memory at times, not all the time, but at times can be gone in 30 seconds. So um, it my mother who died of Alzheimer's taught me how to fight with this disease, and I write about it in my book On Pluto, Inside the Mind of Alzheimer's, which is the first book ever written by an investigative reporter embedded inside the mind of Alzheimer's, chronicling the progression of his own disease. But she told me how to fight this, and in life we all can fight at different levels. And like my mother, being Irish, I was given a good level of fight. So I've declared war on Alzheimer's and have allowed it because there's only so much juice left in my brain to steal things from me on the left side of my brain, but I'm holding on as hard as I can to my writing and communication um, because that's the essence of who I am. But I can get lost in the woods these days and not recognize even my own wife on two occasions, and sometimes that gets pretty scary. If I go down, my family goes into the toilet. So this disease is going to have to take a sledgehammer to me. Um, all of my clients have gotten behind me and have supported me and have worked with me to fill in the blanks of things I can't do anymore. And so no one has left me, which is wonderful. And my family is still with me. And my book is a story about living with Alzheimer's, not dying with it. Well, I think it's brought the family closer together, and and they've seen it firsthand because they saw their grandmother, and I had a front row seat for my grandfather, and so I know the road ahead, and as a journalist, I may have, I hate to use the word an advantage, but I have the advantage of being able to write, being able to speak, and 25 years ago when I didn't have any symptoms and most of the people who were walking around with early onset today didn't have any symptoms. I was writing and speaking more articulately than them, so why not now, just at a different level? So I just refuse to give in. But there are days when it's tough. There was a time I tried to take my life, and because I know, and I'm not treating my cancer, because I know what's at the end. But as the man says, anyone who's watching right now who doesn't think they're going to die someday, please raise your right hand. So
Yeah.
I just know the ending of my book before I read it.